Overflow. Drop overflow in the chat. Overflow. Let's really have it overflow. Let's keep dropping them. Overflow. Keep dropping them. Keep dropping them. Overflow in the chat, because we need to all be in the same frequency to really receive that overflow. I'm telling you, if we're all speaking the same language, it's gonna work, right? It's going to work, right? Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's get it. Cool. All right. So what we're gonna do is, right? What we're gonna do is I'm gonna give you guys some perspective before I go into building the dynasty. But I just want to make sure that we're all in the same alignment, right? So don't drop in the chat. Don't even write in the chat no more. It's time to have the pens and pads working now. Let's really take notes, right? So the one thing that I noticed, right? I was looking. I spoke to my team about it. I was looking and I said, why is it that there's certain people getting success and there's certain people that's not getting success? Why is it people that there's working very, very hard, and for some people it's just coming very, very simple for them, right? And I started to realize, and I said, what is going on, right? And I started to not compare, but I started to really study, right? And I started to study, and this one's gonna blow everybody's mind. So I really need you to take notes and figure it out, and really take this one in, right? I started to realize, right? I started to look at two specific organizations. I just started to look at it. And I said, what do they do that not everybody else is doing? What do they have that everyone's not doing? It's not the webinars. It's not the events. It's not the one-on-ones. It's not who has the best clout. It's not who has the most money. It was one thing. Everybody was speaking the same language. Everybody was speaking the same language, right? What I mean by that is we got a group out there, right? I won't even say their name, but we got a group out there, and they say that they have this slogan called "It all makes sense," right? Everybody says it. It all makes sense. It all makes sense. It all makes sense. It all makes sense. Stop loss hit. It all makes sense. Volume go down. It all makes sense. Something happens. It all makes sense. Promo happened. It all makes sense. Chairman pop here. It all makes sense. Chairman 25 pop here. It all makes sense. No one could figure it out, but I figured it out. It's everybody speaking the same language. It's nothing else. Everyone's speaking the same. I'm not sure if you guys are spiritual. I'm not sure if you guys are actually into the I'm not sure if you guys are into, like, you know, the Bible and stuff like that. But it says 2, 3 gather in his name is shall. If you got 1,000 people saying the same thing, right? You got 1,000 people saying the same thing. Don't you think whatever you guys are speaking is going to be that much powerful? It's going to be that much powerful if everybody's speaking the same language. That's literally it. That's one of the gems. Giving you an example, right? I'm gonna give you another example, right? So it all makes sense, and you see the overflow that's happening, right? For the specific organization. You see the overflow. You can't explain it because everybody's speaking the same language. You wouldn't understand because you don't speak the same language that they're speaking. Wouldn't understand. Next thing, right? It's another group out there, right? Shout out Riyadh, right? Shout out my boy JBL. He's 20 years old now. Last year, I started seeing, they kept saying bamboo season, bamboo season, bamboo season. And it was a movement. It wasn't the team's name. It was the movement that they were after. It was what they were speaking. And it kept saying bamboo season, bamboo season. And if you guys don't know, bamboo is hard to break. So when the stop loss hit, bamboo season. Volume not moving as you want, bamboo season. Somebody quit my business, bamboo season. Wasn't supposed to be there. Everything was together. They couldn't break because the family was so strong and they were together. Right? Bamboo season, bamboo season, bamboo season, bamboo. Guess what happened? They might not have been getting the results like the other group that kept saying it'll all make sense, but guess what bamboo does? The growth starts underground first before it actually sprouts. So understand that when it came to that bamboo growing, if you guys don't know, every hour, right? Every hour, a bamboo, once it gets out of the ground, every hour it grows 4 inches. Every single hour. It's just growing, 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 growing. Right? And you got to understand that they were just speaking the same language. So what I did was, right? This is the catapult, not only Gus, not only Jordan, not only Ricky, not only Ray. This is the catapult. Anybody who actually put you in position to win, this is the catapult them to the next level, and everybody else's organization to the next level. Doesn't matter if you're in my organization, you're still my cross line. I still need you to win. Because if I want what I want for Gus, his other legs have to work as well. If you want what you want for Ricky, his other legs have to work as well. We got to speak the same language. I don't know what it is. Maybe you want to form something with your unit, with your group. Maybe you want to do something different. But I know what we've been speaking is big faith. I'm just saying what's been working for us. And the volume has been running every time. I don't look at the back office no more. It just keeps going and 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 going. And when things get down, big faith. Big faith. Because it's physically we can do all the work, but it's something spiritual. It's something you can't see that got to get you to the next level. The self-development, right? The growth, right? This may be you on the call. I'm doing the calls. I'm reaching out to people. I'm doing everything I can. You're not getting the results, but you're growing. You want results, but you're growing. You need to grow first before you actually get the results, which is what I'm going to go. I'm going to go into the breakdown of the dynasty, right? I'm going to go down to the breakdown of the dynasty. But here's the thing. Abraham Lincoln said, right? If I had 8 hours to cut down the tree, I would spend 6 hours sharpening my axe first. Most of us don't want to sharpen that axe first, which is our mind. But we expect the tree to just fall down right away. It's not going to work like that, family. We got to continue to grow, right? Now we're going to talk about building a dynasty, right? This is certain players, right, that's in this group right now, right? You may identify as this player, just letting you know. You can't be mad at me. I'm just letting you know what I observe. This is not particular to anybody in my organization or anybody on my Crosslines organization, right? You got 1 stars, 2 stars, 3 stars, 4 stars, and 5 stars. The 1 star has no credibility. No credibility. This is all 1 star. No social media presence, still a 1 star, right? No, just a lot of money problems, right? A lot of money problems, lack of vision, right? Lack of vision. No, they struggle with confidence. They have low confidence, right? They have low confidence, right? They get on, they don't like to be uncomfortable, right? They don't like to be uncomfortable. Some of them, they just want to be they want to be a 30-day entrepreneur, like 30 days and then they're out, right? These are your 1 star people, right? Sometimes they want to do it sometimes, right? They want to do it sometimes, right? Then you got your two-star players. Two-star players. Motivated sometimes. Motivated only sometimes. Right? They show up to events sometimes. Right? The only thing they need some tools and resources to grow though. They just need some tools and resources to grow. But they're not really growing. Right? You're 2 stars. Right? Now, if you're a 1-star and a 2-star, guess what you attract? A 1-star and a 2-star. Hence why there are people who are doing the work, but you're not on that frequency. That's why you're actually attracting 1s and 2s in your business. That's why you sign somebody up and they don't see the vision like you see it, because they're not on the same frequency as you. But you attracted that. Hence why we have to participate and really be adamant with our growth. It's April showers. Let's really let the growth come in. 3 stars, right? 3 stars. These are your 3 stars. These are people, they're able to achieve the rank of P600. They're able to achieve the rank of P1000. They're able to achieve those ranks. Like a 3-star can do that. A 3-star can do that. But the 3-star can develop into a 4-star and 5-star. I'll tell you how, right? But they can do it, right? They might be able to prospect, but they might not be able to duplicate. But they might be able to sustain the rank of P600. They might be able to sustain the rank of Platinum 1000. But they're not being intentional with their growth, right? They're not being intentional with their growth. They're not developing the talent that's in their family. They're not developing the talent. You can be a Platinum 1000 and be a beast. You can prospect. Shoot, you might even be a really good trader. But you're not developing talent in your family, and that's why you can't get to the next level. Because you don't really know how to develop the talent. Here's what a P600 or P1000 or even a P2000. I was doing it too, right? The only way you're going to change, the only way you're going to get to a 4-star, the only way you're going to get that breakthrough is for 21 days. You have to be super intentional with your personal development. Super intentional. Like 21, it takes 21 days to form a new habit. You have to do something different to get a different outcome. You have to eliminate something. If you're intentional with that, I promise you, we will see rank up flyers the whole entire month, because everyone's being intentional with their growth. And guess what? Because we're all doing it, we're all on the same frequency. I'm studying. Eric's studying. Lex is studying. Tyler's studying. Right? Delisa's studying. Stevie's studying. Jazz studying. Johnny's studying. Jonathan's studying. Liv's studying. We're all studying, and now we're all on the same frequency. Right? Overflow is here. Drop Overflow in the chat, because we got to be on the same frequency. It's just a practice to understand if everybody's coachable. It's not about listening to C. John. Minus me out of here. Just don't even think about me. Oh, well, he just wants us to say what he's saying. I didn't tell you to say next level. I just told you to say a word that we all could resonate with. You could be money talk. You could be millennial mindset. You could be wealthy vision. You could be that. I'm cool with that. Stick to it. But what we will all have in common is overflow. It's happening. It's happening. We have to accept it. That's the biggest thing, accepting it. Right? So three stars, right? 3 stars, the only thing about a 3-star is that sometimes they get rattled. It's just like sports. I don't know if anybody plays sports on here. The difference between certain stars and you have the 4-star, the 5 stars that play for Alabama. Those people, they love that limelight. Now, if they're playing a low-level team, you see it's the level of confidence. That's the only thing. The level of confidence between a 3-star, 4-star, and 5-star, that's the difference. It's just the level of confidence. It's just something the 3-star is missing to get to it, to actually go ahead and get to the 4-star and the 5-star, right? They need more. They need to be developed. But here's the thing about a 3-star. They only can attract 1 and 2 stars. And they can attract 3 stars here and there. That's why you see a P600 might be a 3-star. You see a P1000 might be a 3-star. And you're like, wow, they're at a pinnacle level. But why can't they break? Because they're only attracting a 1-star and 2-star in their business. Or they have to go ahead and they have to develop new talent. Develop new talent. Right? They don't really have the emotional intelligence, because 3 stars, they let life happen sometimes, and it kind of gets them to not be consistent sometimes. They let life happen. They let the business happen. They let a blown account happen. They don't get thrown off track for so long, but they get thrown off track where they think they have to take a break, but they don't know that they're actually taking a break, but it's literally just their productivity. They're not moving like they should. Right? Key nugget. You could take this one. The biggest room in the entire room, the biggest room in the entire planet, is room for growth. Biggest room in the entire planet is room for growth. You have to stay in that room. You don't know everything. You have to be coachable. You have to listen. That's all I did. I just listened. All I did was just listen. And I said, I have to be intentional with being coached. Some of us don't want to be coached. Oh, I got it. I know what I'm doing. I get results. I do this. I had to be real with myself. Ricky, I don't know nothing. Gus, I don't know nothing. What do I need to do? All it was is a game plan and modification. Game plan and modification. I think really getting to the level of really getting to that next level, you have to innovate. You have to innovate. You have to be creative. I think Emery says it all the time. The person with the most ideas is going to win this game. It's going to get those results. Stay in that room. Stay in the biggest room. Stay in there. The biggest room in the world is room for growth. Stay in there. Teach your team. Teach your family. Let them know, like, yo, like, we don't know anything. If they don't know right there from the launch, because you can get them on a launch call, that's cool. But that phone call, listen, I'm going to just let you know right now, in 2 weeks, can you not think you know everything in 2 weeks? Okay, you just got started. Okay, you did finish the academy in a day. Cool. I'm not going to hype you up, but can you still remain coachable through the duration of this thing? 3 stars, right? 3 star, they fold sometimes. Sometimes they lose focus. Those are your 3 stars, right? 3 stars, right? Then you have your 4 stars, right? I actually wrote the 4 stars down. Like 4 stars, right? 4 stars, they're committed to growth. 4 stars are committed to growth. Like they need it. I need this. I need to listen to something so I could grow. 4-stars got confidence. Like they got confidence. They could move. They could move in a certain, the way they speak, the way they have a conversation with somebody. It's different, right? They always want to master the 3 P's, right? Prospect, promote, present. They're mastering the 3 P's. How can I be a better presenter? How can I be a better prospector? This is the one that I think our organization lacks. I'm just be honest with you. Excuse me for saying that word. Excuse me for saying that word. I apologize. This is where we can improve. Let me change my language. This is where we can improve. Promotion. Promotion. Not because it's on your team. Even I could do a better job. Promotion. That's one of the big things. Level 4 people, they produce. Level 4, like I'm talking about 4-star people in this business, they produce. Production is very high. They could produce. But here's the one thing that can slow a 4-star down. Ego. 4-star can have talent. 4-star can have talent. Yeah, they get prospects. They can do this. They can do that. They can do this. They can do that. But sometimes they let ego get to their head and they can't break the resistance. They can't break that resistance because it's ego. They may be very good at prospecting. They may be really very good at different things. They're very good at doing a presentation. They're very good at packing out an event. They're very good at those things, but they have an ego, and that can deter the 4-star. That can deter the 4-star. They got talent. They got talent, but guess what? They sometimes stop listening to the coach. They sometimes stop listening to the coach. Right? Then you got your 5-stars. This is how you describe a 5-star. You literally say, he, she, different. That's how you describe a 5-star. He different. She different. She different. It's you just see that and you automatically know. Different. Right? The high production. They make other people around them better. They make other people around them better. It's not just about them. Like, they help other people vibrate on their level as well, right? They coachable, sponge. They literally just, okay, you said I got to do what? They do it now. They don't wait. They do it now. They apply it now. They listen. No buts. It's, but no, 5-star. But here's the thing. 4-stars and 5-stars, you attract 4-stars and 5-stars in your business. Let me give you an example. The group that says it all makes sense. 5 chairmen. Once you have 3 to 5, 4 or 5-star players, you're gonna go chairman 100. You need at least 3 to 5 4 to 5-star players so you can hit chairman 100. You make $100,000 a month. Easy. It's talent. 4-star is just straight talent. 5-star, different. They don't say but, they just listen. But here's the thing. I want to give you, if you identified yourself, right, and you understood, and you just like, if you guys are still with me, go ahead and drop a 333. If you guys are still with me, if this is making sense, drop a 333. All right, let's go ahead and drop a 333. All right, let's switch it up. Let's go back to Overflow, because I want us to be on the frequency of Overflow. Let's just switch it up to Overflow. Let's switch it up to Overflow, because we got to stay on that frequency. I don't want us to forget that, because I know we have another Platinum 5000 about to pop. I know we will have another Platinum 2000 about to pop. I know we have multiple infant Platinum 150s that's about to drop. I know we have P600s, P1000s that's about to drop this week, next week, before this month is over. I know we have it, right? I know we have it, right? Now I'm going to give you perspective. We can start writing in the chat, y'all. We can start. I love y'all. I love y'all. Thank you. Thank you. This is not for me. This is for the family. Like, Overflow, that was for the family, right? We ain't got to rate no more. We ain't got to rate no more. Cool, cool, cool. A 3-star can grow into a 4 and a 5-star. Kobe came in as a 3-star. There's 2 things that you need to develop into a 4-star and 5-star when you're a 3-star. 2 things. Kobe came in the league, did a little bit of stuff, but guess what he did? He studied. First thing he did, build his skill set. Prospect, present, promote. Right? Build his mindset. He went from 4-star to 5-star, so he's with the Lakers. He started to attract other 5-star players onto the Lakers. Shaq, Fisher, right? He started to attract other 4-stars, 5-stars, right? Different folks were able to come on his team, and they were able to win championship after championship, 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 championship. He was able to develop into that 4-star and then develop into that 5-star. Just listening to Phil Jackson. Yo, what we need to do? Okay, cool. 5-star. Developed into a 5-star. Now, you're not going to always have a 5-star just come and join your business. A 5-star is like a LeBron. Like, they come in and they just tear it up. A 5-star is like a Noel Trimble, right? Oh, actually, no. She was developed into that. She came in a 3-star right away. It just developed. It was talent. She was like a 3. You could be a 3.5. She was about 3.5. But here's what 3-stars are able to do. 3-stars can influence people on Instagram. 3-stars can influence people on Instagram. If you can't influence nobody on Instagram or social media, you're not a 3-star. You might be a 2.5 if you possess the other qualities. It's not me being mean, family. It's just you got to identify yourself. We got to identify ourselves. The 4-stars, the 5-stars, they're committed to their growth. They're committed to their growth. We have to be solely committed to our growth. A 1-star can go into, here's another analogy. A 1-star can go into a 5-star. They have to develop though. 1-star, Tom Brady, 7th round. 1-star. No muscles, no nothing, came in, developed. Now he's a 5-star. Now he won multiple championships. You can be a 1-star now and still develop, but you have to be committed to your personal growth, mindset, and skills. It's mindset and skills. If you apply those 2 things, you win. You win. And you win. But here's what gets in the way. Distractions. Our friends. We get emotionally attached to people who didn't join our business. My friends think they think I can't do this. And you start focusing on that, because wherever your focus goes, right, your focus flows, right? So now you're just committed to proving that person wrong, and you're moving with the wrong intentions now. You need to be focusing on your growth. You need to be more in the group chats. The reason why you're probably not getting results, you're not even involved in the group chats. You're not welcoming new people. You're not promoting any calls. You think it's okay to check the group chat and mute it. You think it's okay to do that. That's 1 stars. That's 2 stars. 1 stars and 2 stars, mute chats. 1 stars and 2 stars, don't welcome people. I'm telling you, I'm just letting you know. I see it all the time. I see 1 stars and 2 stars come in and out. If you're on this call and you're that type of person, you can grow, but don't stay there too long. Don't stay at 1 star. Here's what a 1 star do. I take this bottle and I pour it, and it's just rocks. It's just, they don't listen or nothing. But when I pour the water again on the sponge, it's just soaking up. It's just soaking up. And that's your 3 star. That's your 4 star. That's your 5 star. You got to develop the talent. Now, if you're the type of person you feel like you're at a rank, it's because you have to develop new talent. You have to develop new talent. If you're at somewhere where you don't want to be, but you're grateful, but you don't really want to be there, or maybe you're a customer and you just like, you need to develop you. You need to be able to develop yourself. It's an uncomfortable conversation for a lot of people. I'm telling you right now, it is. But it's best for you, because if you can't get checked, you're not gonna grow. Example, I'm gonna always have an analogy for y'all. If I don't have no kids. If I have a son and my son comes in, he's 5 years old, and he starts cursing, who's correcting more his language first? Me. Excuse me? F-bomb, we're not doing that in my house. I'm correcting. But here's the other person, the other parent. Don't be saying that in my home. And now that kid grows up a different way. Now, someone on the call says, yeah, I'm trying to. That's why you're losing, because you keep saying the word try. The word try means truly restricting yourself. Eliminate that from your language. Eliminate the NS 20 push-ups. Not for me, Zakar. I'm doing an example, bro. You say that word, but if I check you right away, you don't continue to grow and keep saying that word. You don't stop your growth, and you continue to grow, because I stopped you in your tracks right there. I had to eliminate that from your vocabulary. Why? Because we're so used to it. And why did we even start saying, I don't even, if you guys know, like Gus knows it, a lot of people know, I don't really cuss. I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't. I just don't. But we cuss because of your environment. We cuss because of what we hear. We cuss because of who we're around. You have habits because of the people who you grew up around. That's why we do the things we do. No shift happens, no change. No shift happens, no change. A shift has to happen. You need to be, as soon as you wake up, you need to be listening to some type of growth where you can literally, no friction, no growth. Let them know, Dave. No friction, no growth. Why? Especially in the leadership. You're applying to 1,000, you're applying to 2,000, and you got leaders who are applying to 1,000 P600. If you guys are not allowed to check each other, no friction, no growth, because you're allowing that environment to be okay. You know what? I'm not even gonna say what I was gonna say. And now that person's not allowed to grow because you didn't check them. and you thought you was going, I don't want to start nothing. You need to start something. This is the organization. We need to grow. I have an issue. You not promoting. I have an issue with you not celebrating others. I have an issue with you not getting on Zoom calls. Nothing personal, but I take this very serious. Drop Overflow in the chat, because Overflow is happening. I promise you, it's happening. You might feel like you're being checked. Don't worry, I got checked on my call when I was at the P150 as well. You know what someone told me when I first got on the call? I don't know who Gus had on the call, but they said, listen, if you don't figure this out, you're going to work to the day you die. I was working a job 50 hours a week, and he going to say that to me. It's my 3rd week. I'm like, yo, oh, now I got to get back to work. I immediately got back to work because I got checked on that call, and I will never, ever forget that call. I will never, ever forget that call. Never. The 3-star. You need time, growth, and you need to be committed. If you don't do those things, it's not going to work. You need to grow intentionally. Grow intentionally. Somebody was literally saying that. Somebody said the D-A-M-M word. That's crazy. But it's cool, right? I just want to paint perspective. The only way you're going to build a dynasty is you need 3, 4, and 5 stars to build this business. 3, 4, and 5 stars to build this business. Some 3 stars are going to come in with a good skill set already. They're going to come in, but they need growth to get them to the next level. So that's why they're stuck at Platinum 1000. You might have a P2000 that's he or she probably is a 3. They're not a 4. Or they may be a 4. They may be a Platinum 2000 level 4, a 4-star, but it's ego that stops them. It's ego that stops them. They're not listening. They're not in phase 1. But they possess all the other talents. See, the thing about a 4-star is that they can get results, but they still not listening, which is why they're not getting those breakthroughs. Good question. I got you. Right. Jim Rohn said it's a season for things, right? If you didn't reap in the winter, the harvest is not going to take place in the spring for you. He said, if you can get through the winter, which is harsh, and you keep reaping and reaping, you will harvest in the spring. What are we in right now? Type it in the chat. What are we in right now? What are we in right now? Type it in the chat. What are we in right now? In the spring. We're in the spring right now. We're in the spring right now. We're in the momentum phase. We just have to speak the same language. We just got to speak the same language. That's it. We're in the spring. Catapult this to summer. Fall is where a lot of ranks happen. Fall is, if you can continue this push from here all the way to fall, sustain it through 2020, through all this stuff that's going on out here, it is going to happen. But we have to be on the same frequency. Drop 888 if we're on the same frequency tonight, because we need to be on it. We need to be on it. It's not about me. It's not about you. It's about we as a unit, we have to grow. We have to grow as a unit. I'm telling you right now, the spiritual world that some of us we don't really know, but you should get to know. It knows when you feel some type of way when somebody rank up. It knows. It knows. It knows when you want it, and it's making you. Here's what God did with me. Here's what God did with me. Here's what the spiritual side did to me. It said, I'm gonna let you meet guys like Wall Street Ray. I'm gonna let you meet guys like Jordan Eagle. I'm gonna get all you guys a platinum 1,000. And now I'm gonna have them both hit platinum 5,000, and you're gonna stay at platinum 1,000. And then I'm gonna let you hit P2000, but I'm gonna let them hit Chairman 10, and I'm gonna make sure you watch because I need to see how humble you are. I need to see how humble you are. And I said, God, thank you. And I celebrated them to the max. I celebrated them to the max. And I didn't care. And I say, let's go. We just popped another chairman. Let's go. We just popped another chairman. And I said, it's not about me. But guess what? I'm going to leverage those two. So thank you, God, because you sent me a blessing. And I'm still accepting that blessing. And that's what he did. That's what he did. And it was something about it. And I said, man, like I said, I'm doing the same thing they're doing, the same webinars. I have belief just like them, but it wasn't my time. See, if you hit a rank in the season when it's not your time, you won't sustain it. If you hit a rank in the season when it's not your time, you won't sustain it. Because God won't give you something that you can't sustain. Come on. Come on. Drop Overflow in the chat. Drop Overflow in the chat. It's happening. It's happening. It's happening. Overflow. It's happening. We're going to pop a lot of chairmen in this organization. Not me. Us. All these organizations that's on this call right now, that's under Ricky, that's under Emery, that's under Gus, that's under Ray, that's under Jordan. We're going to pop so many chairmen. People are not going to understand it because they're not speaking the same language as us. They're not speaking the same language as us. We got to build a dynasty, family. We got to raise our vibration to attract these star level, these 3 stars, these 4-star, these 5-star level people. We have to attract these people. We have to grow ourselves. Social media, you need to have 4 things that you want to attract. I'm heavy in personal development. I love to laugh. Have faith in entrepreneur. So guess what? I can laugh with other people on social media. I can have faith with other people in social media. The abundance, the spirituality, I have a connection to those folks. Oh, you're spiritual as well? Love it. All I did was plant a seed. I didn't attack right away. See, some of us attack right away. And that's why we attract these 1-star and 2-star players. Yes, we do got to run through the numbers. We do. But I haven't been attracting 1s and 2s. I haven't. I've been attracting people who want to just come run this thing up. We gotta get Ricky to C25. Drop C25 in the chat. It's not about us. Everybody got to do their part. Drop C25 in the chat. We gotta get Gus. We gotta get Ricky. We gotta get Ray. We gotta get Jordan. C25. Let's get it. It's not a game. When you take the attention off of you and we push our leader up, what you think he gonna do? he gonna pull us up. He gonna pull us up. He gonna pull us up. We gotta push them to the next level so we can pull them up. So they can pull us up. Sorry, excuse me. 21 days, if you feel like you've been stuck, family, 21 days to form a habit. Intentionally grow with your personal development. Intentionally grow with your personal development. Intentionally grow. Right? Remember the biggest room, right? What's the biggest room in the world? I just want to know who was taking notes. What's the biggest room in the okay. Stay in the growth room. Stay in the hyperbolic chamber. Grow. Stay in there. Get it and come out strong. So when people saying things, the personal development is speaking. Excuse me? The personal development is speaking, not you. So when you understand that somebody asks you, hey, how much money you making? Excuse me, we're talking about vision. How do we get to money? Excuse me? How much money I make? What's your social security card? That the personal development starts speaking. Right? It's time to commit to the growth intentionally. For 21 days, we got to commit to growth. 21 days to form a new habit. Overflow is happening. Overflow is happening. Network on purpose. Network on purpose. Don't pitch nobody tonight. Don't pitch nobody tomorrow. Just network. Make a new friend on social media. Network. Drop Overflow in the chat. Drop Overflow in the chat. It's here. It's here. You don't got to do it if you don't want to do it. But anytime somebody told me to drop things in the chat, I just did it because I was like, I'm coachable. And I want to be coachable in every aspect. Not just a little aspect. I want to be a student. I want when Gus, Ray, Jordan, or Ricky, when they describe me, they say he's a sponge. He just wants to get the knowledge so he can apply it right away. 11:11. It was 11:11 for whoever was in somewhere, in Central Time, right? So I love y'all, man. I hope that I was able to go ahead and give you guys some perspective. Drop love in the chat if you want to, just to show some love. Drop love in the chat and figure it out. I don't know what it is. Game plan with the team, maybe tonight, tomorrow, and figure out what that word is going to be for y'all. Figure out what that sentence is going to be for y'all. You know, we use an overflow. You know, I'm just going to continue to keep saying it. I'm going to continue to post about it. It's crazy because there was some people who weren't even in our organization. I saw them post the overflow. I was like, oh, wait. Oh, they want the overflow too. So I love all of y'all. Let's get it. You know, I'm not going to keep y'all too long. We're going to go ahead and we're going to hop on that and call. And, man, I love y'all, man. Let's get it. Rank Ups Overflow this month is done. It is really done. It is really done, right? So what we're going to do is I'm going to unmute the lines. And we're just gonna say overflow, man. We're gonna say overflow.
Overflow.
Oh, baby.
Overflow.
Let's get it. Overflow, baby.
Overflow. Let's go.
Overflow. Let's get it. Come on.
Overflow.
Come on. Pump it. Overflow.